Hi everybody, welcome to the Soulful Soul. My name is Gladys and this is your fortnightly pick a card reading. Today I'm giving you a choice from 3 decks and you can choose from the Death card. We are in the time of Scorpio, so I'm using the Death card, which is nothing to be afraid of. The Death card talks about transformation, and the first deck is the Mystical Moments Tarot. The second is from the Unfolding Path Tarot, and the third one is from the One World Tarot. So take a moment and see which one feels right for you and make your choice. Group 1, you chose the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So in the near past, you have the Fool card, suggesting maybe you took a leap of faith on something and it didn't work out. And at the center you have Judgment, which feels to me like maybe you are judging something you've done and wondering if it was a good idea. I think this action that you took, you hoped that it would lead to stability. You could have even gambled on the wrong thing, not really gambled, but bet on the wrong thing in a way. But we'll see as we get clarifiers. You are now in 2 minds. Should I stay? Should I go? I feel that's what's going on, especially with the Judgment and the two twos there. It's like, should I stay or should I go? But in the unconscious, what's wanting to rise to the surface is something about you, maybe group 1, learning to beat your own drum or to dance to the beat of your own drum. So you took a chance on something, on someone, maybe it was unconventional. And it's possible it hasn't shown up the way you wanted it to show up, or but kind of it represented you in some way. It was your truth. And now, because it hasn't worked out perfectly, you might be second guessing yourself. You have representing you as the Page of Coins, and that is like you being willing to start afresh, to give to this thing. And I feel it's kind of guidance not to walk away from this thing. With the 8 of Cups here, whatever this is, it's like it hasn't had a chance yet. It could be love, it could be, I don't know, it's something maybe from the past. And in the near future, there's this caution to be patient, And yeah, let's see. Beneath the deck you have the King of Cups, which look at the pride that the person's looking at their ship with pride. The bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush is another message that I'm getting, is like, so you took this chance and maybe it hasn't made you the millions, or it hasn't, even a relationship, maybe you had stars in your eyes about what a relationship would look like, and sometimes relationships require more of us than we anticipated, but it's almost like this needs time. Let me clarify. And beneath the deck you get the Lovers in the reverse. This reading feels a lot like two-mindedness. Even the Lovers is, I'm thinking about a choice. I saw somewhere else there was this feeling of needing to make a choice. Yeah. Let's see. So in the near past, with the Fool card, this leap of faith, you took a leap of faith into something, maybe into something that look, I feel like this is a good thing. It's something stable and concrete and very beautiful and full of loving energy, you know. But maybe you had different expectations of it. You wanted it to show itself up in some way, you know. Maybe you wanted more freedom, maybe you wanted more playfulness, and maybe it's been more hard work than you thought it would be. But I still feel like it's something worthwhile. You know, building a solid foundation can take time if you want it to be really solid. And that applies to work or whatever. And you have the world card here. So, you know, with this theme of transformation, I feel like something is shifting, some major transformations. Like, don't quit just before the benefits show, you know. That's what I'm feeling. With the Two of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords. I think that the journey's been hard, and but what makes it harder is you not making a decision. Like it's almost like you need to decide to stay or go. I feel like the reading is talking about staying with something, you know, the duration, like stick with something kind of thing. And then there's this dancing to the beat of your own drum. There's again this two-mindedness. Am I doing the right thing? Is this the right thing for me? And my feeling is this: if it is about dancing to the beat of your own drum, then I feel like it's right for you. You might have questions coming up. You might feel unsure. But if this thing is, let's say you branched out on your own and it's much more difficult than you thought. But it's yours, you know? And even though it's difficult, it is yours. You are independent. And that's the feeling that I'm getting in a relationship. Maybe this relationship, it hasn't produced all the wealth that you thought it would be or something like that. But it allows you freedom and independence in some way. Maybe it hasn't been as joyful because the two of you are working towards building your stability, but it also gives you some kind of freedom. And by freedom, I mean it allows you to be who you are. This person, this relationship accepts you as you are, and likewise you do for the other person. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like watering this thing. This thing requires watering, it requires love, and it requires maintenance. And it also requires you not to be jaded. Like maybe there's even a need for a break. You know, sometimes that helps. And self-care. Like doing loving acts for yourself so that you can see, you know, sometimes maybe because we are tired, we can't really see the wood for the trees, and then we want to pack something in. And I really feel this reading is just saying, no, just take some time. Take time out for yourself. Look after yourself. Because when we feel rested and replenished and taken care of, we get a different perspective, you know. And then around you is like, there's no need to make hasty exits. I feel you need to make a decision about staying or going, but it doesn't. I really feel the guidance not to make a hasty retreat. Yeah. In the near future, you get the Seven of Coins with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So it has been difficult. I think that you've felt like there's been a lot of opposition. And those are the realities of life. I think that maybe you are being shown maybe how strong you are. And then in your advice, you have the Six of Cups. Do you know, my feeling is like, do something that reminds you of your childhood, or go to visit a childhood home. You know, sometimes when we are in the place maybe of our ancestors, we might get moments of enlightenment. If that's what you believe in, I mean, that's part of it. It's like maybe you need to take a trip home. Maybe that even gives you a fresh perspective. Maybe it's something like childhood friends, childhood family, your cousins, your siblings. Maybe it's spending time with them, even chatting about this thing, this problem, helps give you a different perspective and an aha moment, you know. Some chance words can just say, oh, wow, I never thought about that. Or actually, that's what I was feeling, but you know, something like that. And then in the outcome, you have the 10 of coins and the 8 of wands. You know, you still have a way to go. It's not time to give up. The 10 of, you might not see the 10 of coins now, but it's time. You know, it's kind of like you need to bring more joy into this thing. Like, there's a need for communication as well with the 8 of wands, but there's also this need to bring joy into it instead of just focusing too much on the outcome, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let me just draw one more card from here, this other deck. Oh wow, look at that. Patience. Patience here. You know, you don't have to destroy everything because it's not working out perfectly. It's like it needs time. That's what I'm feeling, group 1. I hope this has helped you, and please won't you give your feedback, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 2, you who have chosen the Unfolding Path Tarot. I feel that your reading is a lot about self-love and self-care. I have a feeling it's been a difficult time, and it's like you need to, I'm looking at these flowers, those flowers, and the Judgment card even, there's this feeling of needing to, and the Death card shows up as well. A lot to do with just nurturing yourself in a very deep way. So in the near past, you have the Judgment card. It's a feeling, to me, in the reverse there, it's, it's talking about the self-love. Wow, I feel like maybe you had hoped for a victory in something, and it didn't turn out that way. And it's like maybe you applied for a loan and you didn't get what you wanted and whatever. And it's hard. I feel it's been hard. And I feel like that's why you need to be extra tender to yourself, you know. But at the center, there's something shifting for you. I feel like whatever's going on is making you very strong in some ways, but strong has so many different meanings, right? Or the essence of strong could be different things. And for you, it's showing up as the King of Swords. And this is you being willing to say no, to cut out what doesn't serve you. I was going to say speak to you. So maybe it is about speaking up. And it's almost like your happiness and freedom needs to be about yourself now. Maybe you are needing to celebrate yourself a bit more, even if the bank won't celebrate you or something like that. Okay, we'll see. And what you need to think about is the Queen of Coins. So maybe you are needing to do some planning. You know, the King of Swords can also be about planning and not plotting, but planning, you know, like in a very strategic way. It's like applying your mind. And with the Queen of Coins, I feel like it's just planning around this is like what I feel is your goal. You want to be in this position where you don't have to worry about finances. So maybe this is a financial thing. or just to have a more luxurious life. And so you need to, sorry, so whatever's been going on, it's helping you learn how to harness this energy of the King of Swords, who is a planner, who is about dotting I's, crossing T's, who is maybe about accounting, and you know, that kind of thing, but also planning for the future. There's this, you're learning the skill, but also the skill of saying no. I strongly feel like that, and putting yourself first. So maybe you are a person who gives a lot, or who's constantly finding yourself in that position, and maybe this thing is helping you learn how to give to yourself. And one of the ways of giving to yourself is in doing this planning. If that's where you want to go, how do you get there? And to do it in a very systematic way. In the unconscious, there's this 10 of Swords. So something is ending. Something is coming to, you know, there is this feeling of betrayal. And maybe you need to acknowledge it, you know. Yeah. Maybe you have felt betrayed, whatever this thing that you tried to get. It could even be a relationship, you know. The tower showed up for the... So this is not something you need to give up on, I feel, with the tower showing up in reverse there. Yeah. I think that this thing is teaching you how to put yourself first. Let's leave that there for now. So this thing is not over. Whatever this is not over. It's not time for you to throw in the towel, which group 1 also got that message about not throwing in the towel. But with there's this, you learning how to stand up for yourself. And standing up for yourself doesn't have to be a shouting match. Maybe that's also what you're learning, that it's in saying no. It's in being clinical sometimes, being able to say this works and that doesn't work for me. You are kind of learning that skill. You know, for example, maybe you have asked for a loan, but in the past you've given people loans, and now when it's your time, it's something like that. What is that? I think that's the question you need to ask. What have you learned from it? And I think the answer lies in this King of Swords and the 7 of Wands, which is in the reverse, is maybe how maybe you have not stood up for yourself in the past, in this way, in this situation kind of thing. Then with the Queen of Coins, what you need to, and then crossing that you have the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Coins. So maybe an offer coming in, or wow, I feel like this is saying, to me, these are your 2 lessons here. The other lesson is in how you show up for yourself, how you give to yourself, how you celebrate yourself, right? So maybe in the 2 weeks ahead, just keep thinking about, am I celebrating myself here with this thought, with this thing that I'm doing, with this action? Is it celebrating myself, you know? And then the Queen of Coins with the Knight of Swords. So what I'm feeling is that it's like applying your mind, the King of Swords or the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords might go in guns blazing, ready to fight. Or if you think about it, the Knight is smaller than the King. So I feel like this Queen of Coins, this dream big, and plan big. That's the feeling I'm getting. I'm not saying that. I feel rather plan big, dream big, than dream small, right? So that's the one thing. And then also you are bringing in a more mature energy into how you do your planning, how you do your vision, how you do your dreaming. There's also something realistic about the King of Swords, or detached maybe, and sensible in a way. There's kind of this dream big, but in a sensible way. So if you say this, what is the money attached to it? What is the cost attached to it? It's that kind of thing. It's really, really nice advice, I think. So beneath with the Ten of Swords, you have the Page of Swords. So there's lots of swords energy. This, like the mind games, whether it's others or your own. And this is in the unconscious. What I would say here is like, I feel like an ending is coming and you might be afraid of it. I feel there's no need to be afraid, because actually it's like the better the devil you might have that kind of attitude, and yet the devil hasn't been that good to you, right? So it's time for this change, and it's promised there with the Death card. And I just want to say again, the Death card is a beautiful card to have. It's a card of transformation. So whatever's been difficult, I feel like there's a huge change coming around. Oh, let me just look at your card. So you have the Star card, which is about hope. I feel like you, deep down, or maybe in the surface, you are feeling quite hopeful. And I feel like this reading is reminding you about filling your own cup, but you are hopeful. Around you is the Six of Cups, almost like you're moving away from nostalgia. Think about that, group 2. Where has nostalgia kept you stuck? I'm not even going to unpack that, because for everyone it will be different. But this is about the past, right? Just remember that. Where has something to do with the past kept you feeling stuck? Huge transformation. This is in your advice. Eight of Swords is you're not stuck. The feeling stuck is in your head, and that is what the Eight of Swords talks about, is that this person is not caged. So it's that thing of stone walls do not a prison make, nor iron bars a cage. Our minds keep us trapped. So there's something there and we'll get another card there. And then in your outcome, you have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And I feel like that, look at this. It's like an offer coming in. Sometimes I prefer the aces, depending on how they're depicted in the reverse. And that to me is like pouring the love into yourself. I feel like there's something, maybe an offer coming in, right? That brings about transformation and brings you wish fulfillment. Wow, look at this. Beneath the deck is the Six of Wands. So, like victory. Victory after a long battle. Maybe something is showing up as you take more time to stand up for yourself and show up as the King of Swords. No, I can't do that because it's depleting me. Oh, wow. Yeah, and showing up for yourself is opening something up for you, is what I'm feeling here, group 2. You with the Star card, you get the Three of Wands. I feel this is saying that there are two things. One is don't give up on your dreams. 2, don't rush your dreams, right? I think that the hardest things are the ones we treasure the most. But the other thing that I'm saying is, there was another thought. Maybe it is, try not to be too future focused right now. Focus on this, of the skills that you've learned from this hard time, and in particular the King of Swords. What does that mean? And this planning, and focus on that. With the Six of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, allowing an ending in relation to nostalgia. I feel like you're about looking forward, but not in a way like I want that outcome now. You're kind of sitting with your dreams. You have your vision, which is the Star card and the Queen of Coins. You have that vision. Imagine it. And now you're doing all the planning for the steps that need to take. Okay, by this time, it's requiring that of you. This baby of yours, whatever this is, this thing is requiring that kind of effort. And then with the Death card, you have the Moon card. I feel like this is saying, whatever's happening, allow the transformation. It's almost like what you need to focus on is self-love, self-care, learning your lessons and writing them down maybe, and doing the planning and whatever, and then leaving all the rest up to Spirit. I really feel like this is what and look what's beneath this Six of Wands is the King of Coins. I love that. And you have a lot of eights as well. Sorry, what was I saying? Yeah, you're leaving this up to Spirit. No rushing. And the only rush that you have is walking away from this cage. You are not caged. Whatever you need to leave behind, whatever this thing is that's been caging your mind, it's time to let it go. And in the outcome, you have the Ace of Cups with the Eight of Wands in reverse. And it talks about slow moving energy. And I'm going to get one more for each of those. It talks about slow moving energy. It doesn't have to be a rush. Although, and I feel like, so funny, I just had this feeling like that's, okay, that is the card of slow-moving energy. Slow but steady, and it's plodding, and it's firm, and it's long-term, and it's... So, I was going to say something else. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. But let me get a thing for your 2 8s here. And so you are moving away from this feeling of being caged. You're doing it through self-love and self-care, learning your lessons, doing the planning and whatever, and letting go of whatever this cage means for you, these mind games where you maybe play small or keep yourself stuck or say, I can't do that. And you're moving to this sense of being the emperor, like the emperor of your domain, whatever that domain is, but taking responsibility, owning your power, and feeling more comfortable in that space. Okay, group 2, I'm going to leave it there. I would love your feedback, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye. Welcome back, group 3. You chose the One World Tarot. And here I see wheels turning slowly is what I see. But you have the King of Coins. So maybe you are worried about some kind of outcome regarding money and it looks good. It could be that you're dealing with an earth sign. But either way, it's looking good. It's showing up in the positive. I feel like something that you thought was over is not, or you maybe were about to give up on something and suddenly that shifts. So maybe something just dangled for a long time and suddenly that shifts. But I'm getting here that something that you waited for a long time for on whatever but you believed in, and you trusted your intuition on, and suddenly there's a movement. You can see the movement, even if it's just glimpses of that movement, that's enough. What you need to think about with the King of Swords in the reverse, maybe you need to think about contracts. Maybe there's something contractual that you're worried about. So this could be a payout that you were worried about, or something like that. Like that's what I'm getting. There's something that's to do with the contract, and you had almost given up on it. But there was something about you, like you just believed and you trusted, and you trusted and you held on, and it feels like it's shifting. But that's not a reason for you to be careless, right? Because this is saying, look at the fine print. In the unconscious, the Nine of Cups in the reverse, so I would say, my dear hearts, if this is like money that you've been waiting for, what you're spending, don't put yourself in a position where you just blast it all. And that's the difficulty sometimes, where we haven't had, or we've waited long for something, and then when it comes, it's like Christmas. And it is Christmas, right? Which is the silly season, right? And it is the holidays, and whether you celebrate Christmas or not, we all overspend this time. So just watch that. Maybe you have a budget to indulge, by all means, but also just put it away as well. That's the feeling that I'm getting from this. We'll see when we do a second go around. This Queen of Cups represents you, this loving heart, yes. It's just full of love to give and share, and wants to share. But there's something that you've learned from the past, and I just love this. Enjoy this. Just be that loving heart that you are. You don't have to second guess yourself, because I think that you've learned now how to protect yourself. You've learned how to give from a place of more wholeness, But just do remember the lessons from the past. In the near future, you get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So something's shifting, but shifting slowly. Rather not rush, I would say. And, you get in your advice, the Empress card. It's like, I think you do need to spoil yourself a little bit. Just don't squander all your money if this is about money, which is what it feels like, And then here, there's this message of patience in the outcome. I would say invest, maybe. Invest. If this is about money, which it really feels like, you need to invest wisely. Invest some of your money. Put it in a place where you either something that can grow, like a business, or in stocks and shares and whatever. Something that's affordable, That's the feeling I get. That's kind of gorgeous. Beneath the deck, you have the Lovers in the reverse. I'm not going to worry too much about the Lovers in reverse. Maybe choices. Let's see. Well, you do have choices in the near past. And I think that you made a wise choice on something. Maybe you chose to go it alone. Maybe you chose to leave and follow your dreams, leave work and follow your dreams, or something like that. But there's this sense of making a choice. And again, this feeling like maybe something from the past not being over. With the Hanged Man, something's really shifting here, and it's making you feel very happy. Like you can play the drums now and celebrate. So maybe you do need to celebrate a little bit. And this is you having been patient, right? And it's the wait is over. I feel like the wait is over. Whatever this is. Wow, and you get the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. It's like, do your books. Do your books. Look at the whatever is presented to you. You know, just check that things are right. All is right there. And in the unconscious, you have the Nine of Cups with the King of Cups. Maybe also here is don't tell everyone your business, and keep yourself to yourself in some ways, dear hearts. You know, yeah, I feel like it's just a caution, being aware of who is for and who isn't for you, but like holding your counsel. I mean, of course, there are people that you trust and you've trusted your intuition. So it's that kind of thing. And just knowing who to trust and who not to. And you don't have to go around giving away your hard-earned money, which is what I'm seeing in this reading here. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Oh, wow. I love this because it's saying that some burden is being lifted now. Some burden's being lifted. Look at the long term, hey. With the Five of Cups, you have the Strength card. You have learned so much. You've learned so much. But this could also suggest a partner coming in, a Leo, or some kind of... It is the card of Leo. But maybe... And you know, you have the Emperor and the Empress, so there might be a partnership, a beautiful partnership coming in. Yeah, and you know, remember your lessons. Remember your lessons. Those things that didn't work for you in the past, those things that didn't give to you, cut them out. Look towards the things that are good for you. And it looks like a beautiful relationship that presents itself to you. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this past thing, what I said earlier, to be honest. Like, well, anyway, I feel like this, let me leave it there. So with the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Three of Coins. This, to me, suggests partnerships. Maybe you need to be thinking about the partnerships you have. I feel like this is about investment, but rather look around, do your homework before you invest. And then your advice is the Empress and the Emperor. I think that this is what you are wanting to build. You're wanting to build a relationship that is solid and equal, like an equal relationship. Or you are trying to build this within yourself, where you have all the abundance you need, and where you can also look after your own investments, where you can be the boss. So it's one of those, maybe a relationship coming in and you being open to it. But I feel if that's the case, it's like a new one, new energy. But it's beautiful. Whatever this is, it's beautiful. And then in the outcome, with the Seven of Coins, you have patience, and then you have the King of Wands in reverse. Being patient with yourself, right? That you don't become the emperor in one day, you know, like it's about slow and steady. It's about, you know, baby steps. The page is the baby. So be patient with yourself as you build this, whatever it is you're building. And if you can only put like 4,000, I don't know why 4,000 is coming to my mind, away, invest that. And you'll slowly build on that. But I really feel like maybe you need to put aside, if this is money coming in, put aside for this yourself, to spoil yourself and those you love, and then put away. It's like make plans for a rainy day, and that's how you build your long-term stability, Group 3. And I hope this has helped you. I'm going to leave it there, and please won't you give me your feedback, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.